Should I have been hearing music?
No, it's just on the stream.
Oh, okay.
And in my ears. I
But
mean, I
there's a
hear it, but
quandary with my hearing here, more
with
than
some
usual.
Everclear. So, you know, it's some things that some of these younger folk never heard before.
Or drank.
They probably all drank it.
Nice.
Okay. Here we go on the GSL Antigua Shipyard. We're going to have MGMisery versus Killer. And this is, the GSL is a cross spawn only. So, whichever direction is either going to be top, bottom, left, right. You never see anything but that. And spawning in our top left is MGMisery, who we just saw in the last game in our teal. And in the bottom right, we have Killer in our purple. Master Terran versus Master Terran. And Terran matchups are one of the funnest to watch because it's all about positioning, timing, and these compositions. You know, so it really can be some long games. It can be short games. You can see because Terran has so much versatility in what you decide to do. That it can be really interesting.
Okay, I just want to make a note here, Yogi. I just heard a yawn, and it wasn't me.
I didn't get my 4:30 nap in, bro.
Your sugar daddy is the one to blame. Speaking of which, how do you have a sugar daddy? Because how would you can't eat that in cast.
I'm not eating the 1 pounder right now.
Okay.
Oh, we do see Killer taking.
There we go.
I mean, MGMisery taking a very early gas here,
Okay.
and
Killer's got a SCV on the move, and so
SCV
nope.
to the corner for a barracks there. I'm smelling Reaper play because look at that. He's placing that right to bounce off. We'll see if that
Good move.
is true. But there's going to be a read that comes in here, and he's going to notice something is out of position. Now, if he doesn't check this bottom corner, he's going to think that he's being proxy barracked. Because right now, he's getting a very strange read and saying, "Wait a minute, how
Why
come
no
there's not a
barracks?"
up?"
Yeah.
And
Nope,
now
he's
he
going to
comes
find
down
it.
and sees it. That's good because this is a very proxy happy map. Plenty of room to do it. And at this point, he should have an idea that, wait a minute, you hid that. What were you doing? You know. So he got the read that he needed. He did get to see the gas. He got to see the out of position barracks. And
Okay, Yogi,
Oh,
explain
weird.
this move here with the barracks. I'm a little confused.
He is pulling it down, and this is gonna go ahead and look at how the distance works. He knows it's cross spawn. Now it doesn't have to walk around the ramp and get down.
Wow.
So he is moving down, and if you watch this SCV that's coming to the bottom, who does not know it's a cross spawn, so he's checking to the left. I thought he was going to go ahead and place another one. So it's interesting. He's going ahead and doing this. This is a pseudo. This is as close to a pseudo proxy as you can do because this is going to give the ability to pump out 2 and get over there quite quickly. As he's still chasing down that SCV. And here we go. We're seeing the factor. Oh, it's going to be a fast Hellion roll.
Interesting.
So we're going to see fast Hellions followed by, I'm going to just bet my dollar Reapers are coming with this. So Hellion Reapers would be just incredibly devastating this early on. But on the flip side, we have the factory that is finishing up getting its first Hellion out as well. Down for Killer. He is getting his starport up. And here we go. 2 Hellions rocking and rolling their way in. They're going to have to deal with a handful of Marines. And he went ahead
And a Hellion.
Yeah. These 2 Hellions aren't going to be able to do any damage here.
No.
He's got his army in position waiting for it. Literally waiting for it. Because he saw the placement. He saw what was going on. And it looks like, here we go, Killer getting Banshee out. So he's going to go into Banshee play with this. And there goes the cloak. And sometimes you don't see people go that heavy with it. because obviously they're scanning. But you can always move out of a scan, and wasting a scan is just a beautiful thing. And here comes the Raven on the flip side over here. So we've got a hard counter going.
Looks like
going in
Misery
place
is
now.
collecting some Hellions down in this corner on the right. And I
Yeah, it's starting to
think
get more than just scouting
think
now.
at least 3, maybe 4 of them are intoxicated, as he just proved it.
Yeah. Now, working your way up a ramp is always the hardest battle that you can possibly do,
Hmm.
because the other army's already concaved and you're bundled up.
Here comes the Banshee.
Oh, and look at that. He's going to go ahead and expose it now before cloaking's done. Now he's going to go ahead and get some hits in here real fast. Going to go ahead and hurt some workers.
Here's that Raven.
Yep. Raven's going to throw down there. We did see 3 workers taken out in the midst of that.
Still waiting for the
Raven's
cloak.
going to give him detection. But now we're getting free shots over here. And he's focusing down on the reactor itself.
Okay, he has cloak up, but the Raven will see him.
Yep. Unfortunately, at this point, there's nothing you can actually do about it until this Viking comes out in right there. The Viking's out, and now he can move, but he did lose that reactor, which he did not want to have happen, and he's going to switch that over to tanks now. So that Raven and Viking are going to stop the Banshee play. We do have this cloaked one coming up, moving towards the natural. There's nothing over here to really do damage on except for the worker he can pick off. I'm really surprised that he went ahead and picked off the worker instead of just rolling back up to the mineral line, because now you've exposed yourself.
Now the Banshees are chasing off the remainder of the Hellions. They're making a run for it, back to base, and they're quite fast, so Banshee doesn't have a chance of catching up.
And here goes the Viking in to try to get it. Let's go ahead and double check if his point defense is ready. No, it's not. He does not have the energy for a point defense yet, so he's going to have to be careful rolling in with that. We do have a loaded medevac with 3 Hellions that are desperately going to try to get to that mineral line, and we are going to see how this rolls, as we do see Killer floating his natural over finally, as he is long distance mining, which is never a good thing to have to do. And here we go. We're going to see if he gets these Hellions on the mineral line. This is going to be just absolutely huge on the damage he can do.
No longer is he long distance mining. He now has that second down. The overage charges were killing him for the long distance, so they're in place.
Oh, quite painful.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is with, he's getting shot down. He still got the, he lost the medevac and the last Hellion that was sitting in there. And one thing that we've been seeing more and more recently is on these high levels is how much Hellion play is coming into TVT. It used to be something that, and even in TVP occasionally, there used to be something that was almost exclusively just a Zerg counter. And now you see it because it does so much damage on the mineral line. I mean, he was able to, it didn't work out in his advantage. The placement, the drop wasn't the best location. But even in that short time that he had to hit, he got 3 workers killed off from it. And that's just, they just kill, they just eat the workers.
It looks like Killer's about to make a move here.
Killer rolling in with the Viking to counter as he is taking off. Look at this. There goes the siege technology gone. It was almost finished up, and it is now gone. On the other end, he is attacking straight on. He's got the point defense in place. He's attacking straight on onto the natural. The same time that the Banshees are rolling and helping support this, he's going to come pick off this medevac. Look at this. Medevac is bleeding.
There goes the
One more
medevac.
shot.
Yep, gone.
Dead. And now it's just, look at this. He's just picking them off at will because he's cloaked up. He is in the main, dropping,
Mhm.
taking down, and there we go.
That's it.
Misery has to give the GG, so Killer advances in the winner's bracket, and MGMisery is going to drop to the lower bracket. I don't like to call it the loser's bracket. I just don't like how that sounds.